Okay, there you go. Send back that. All right. All right, everybody. I guess we'll get going here. Hey, thanks, buddy. All right, guys. As you can see with the numbers, we're 7 cars behind where we were same day last year, heading into today. What we finished was 460 last year, so it was quite a push in this last week. You look at some of the differences between today and 19 and the end over here. It shows you we gotta put in a big effort this week to just match last year. And obviously, Scott, all of us are not happy with just doing what we did last year. We got to exceed that. So we really got to dig this week. I'm going to change it up in the beginning a little bit. Me, Scott, Liza, all the GSMs have been talking about putting together a checklist. It's kind of basic, but it just is going to be a reminder for everybody on a daily basis. Some tasks that you can do to help gain some traction. To start gaining some traction. I think we're going to roll it out on the 1st. I wanted to pass it out today, get it in everybody's hands to get some feedback. So if you can take a look at it, and if you have any suggestions, I'd like to sit down and talk with you guys. I already went over with the GSMs and some of the sales managers and got their feedback. But if there's anything you want taken off or added on there, come sit down with me and we can have a discussion and see about doing that. But our plan is to roll it out on the 1st. It just kind of gives you some structure to your day, I was on the floor too, and I understand something as simple as clocking in or clocking out. That's the first and the last thing on there. All of us, from time to time, can struggle with something that simple. But if we come in and the first thing you do is get this sheet, you put your name, you put the date on it, boom, that first checkbox, clock in, you don't have water breathing down your neck, and just like making your bed in the morning, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but you got that first task done of the day. You completed the first thing you tried, and it starts to build that momentum so you can complete the next task and the next task and the next task. So I think this will be really positive for everybody. It's not some punishment or anything like that. We've got a lot of new people in the room. So it just kind of gives you structure, gives you something to refer back to and start moving instead of just floundering throughout the day and kind of just waiting on that up bus. But don't spend too much time on this today, obviously. Think about it over the weekend. Shoot me an email, shoot me a text. Come get with me if you have any suggestions. Let's go through the numbers here. Appointments. We have a pretty solid appointment day, a little light on confirmation compared to where we're usually at. But the total number of appointments is the highest we've had so far this month. All right, lean the board relative to where they were last year. CDJR, Ben, you want to tell us a little bit about the month?
Yeah, morning, everybody. Eric's hard working too this morning. We've got a big day set up overall. I mean, truly, we want to head to that 100 number is truly our goal at the end of the day. However, we've been probably holding more gross than we ever have. So it's been a good month. Brad and Josh, Adam's off this week. Catherine's been helping us there in finance. Brad's been stepping in, so everybody's been working hard as a team. So, Andrew's volunteered to help us out at Woodstock today, even after the meeting. So hats off to him for helping us out. Tim's at 19. And as I said, activity leads to solo. So, yeah. Got Andrew at 15, Eric at 14, Derek at 10, Rolando at 4. Awesome Rolando starting off. Aubrey at 3. Aubrey, are you still in St. Thomas? Corey's finished. He's working part-time for this month, and he got one out this week, come back from his vacation. Seth and Josh are getting wound up doing all their training. So, we have full floor now. I've actually ordered a few more desks. We have 10 on the floor with Corey working part-time. This is a 150-car store easily once we get everything fine-tuned.
Just remind me, guys, if you sell a car up at Valley Cars Direct at 320, shoot me an email, send it to me and your manager, so I can get it added to your numbers. So far, I think we had Eric Rose sold one, right? Or no, you bought a car. Yeah, okay. So Dana, Tim, and Eric. Okay. Yeah, so just report those to me if you sell anything up there. And remember, you're kind of dropping your customer off up there. We're not selling those cars. People are buying those cars. They're going to probably have issues, and we don't want to have them coming back and fixing them. Nissan, Chris.
All right. So, I guess the main thing with the month is we stayed consistent. So, we're at a decent number, one behind last year. Obviously, like Chad said, we want to be better than last year. So, we obviously had a big last week of the month, just like everybody else. We're looking for the same thing now. We're at obviously 38 new, 23 used. That should be second in the district still. I had to double check the numbers this morning. So, we're looking for a big push. We'd love to hit 50 this month as far as those go. Yeah. Tyler's leading the board. He's at 14. Dana's at 12. Braxton's actually at 13. He has one at BW. Harold at 11. So everybody's kind of plugging right along. We finally got CJ back this past Wednesday. So, it's the first time we've had a full team since last month, really. So we're looking forward to that big push to the end. And hopefully we'll be at that 88, 90 call mark by next week. All right.
Hey, Chris. Good job, Nissan.
Yep.
W, Matt.
Morning, everyone. So it's been a struggle this month. We just got our staff back all together this week. So internet lead's been down. Traffic's been a little down. So we just have to dig through the rest of the month and finish strong. Our grosses have been good though. So that's the only positive thing that we really have going for us right now. Right now we're sitting at 12 new and 16 used, and I got 2 more going out today so far. So we just need a big day today for a good push. Ray's leading the board with 11. Eddie's got 9 out. Mark's got 3, and Carter's got 3. So we just got to keep on digging, and we got 18 cars to sell to get to where we were at last year. So we got a week to do it. Yeah.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
All right. Obviously we're not where we want to be. Right now we're currently at 95 cars. Our goal is to be at 110 cars by the close of business today. Obviously that's still our goal. We have 13 appointments, so we got to sell every single one of those, plus a couple walk-ins. If anybody wants to come sell Honda, I promise we're going to work really hard to make sure we get those customers closed down and in that car, because we really want to obviously, just like everybody said coming up here, we do not want to match what we did last year. We want to exceed what we did last year. Obviously, we are behind, and that means we have to push. We got to dig a little bit deeper. I know the team has put in a lot of effort and everybody's worked really hard, but these next, I think it's 6 days. We have 6 selling days left in the month. These next 6 days, it's got to be that full court press. This is where you're giving every single bit of energy you have to finish out the month. And if everybody comes to work every single day, I've said it a million times in car business, it takes one good day to turn your month around. One good day, that's it. You got one good day, it'll turn your month around, you get that momentum, and you start to roll, and you can feel it. And that's what happened to us last month. We got that roll. And this month we were lagging a little bit. We just didn't quite pick it up. Well, we got to dig. We got to dig really hard this next 6 days. So I'd encourage everybody, whether you're at Honda or any other store, it doesn't matter. Get that momentum as quickly as you can. You don't want to wait till the last minute. So pick it up. Like today is that turnaround day. And work your ass off. I promise Saturday nights are a whole lot better when you have a successful day at work. And every single person at this point right now has all the opportunity in the world ahead of them to make today extremely successful. But if you don't try really, really hard, if you don't give it every bit of effort you have today, then you're going to leave tonight and you're not going to be as happy as you could be if you sold a bunch of cars. So be as active as possible. Obviously, you want to set yourself up for success in order to do that. And if you don't have an appointment, work really, really hard to get one. Gus is leading the board at 16 cars. Good job, Gustavo. Corey and Jerry right behind him, tied at 15. We got Mario at 14, Brett Elliott at 10. Joe was on vacation for a whole week, but he's back now. Malachi is not here. He's delivering a car in Charlottesville. We saw 6 cars taking it to Charlottesville right now. But other than that, and Henry also, sorry. Henry is, there's Henry. Henry just joined our team. He started this week, Tuesday, I think, yeah, Monday. Started on Monday. So Henry joined our team. He's going through, obviously, all the certifications, Honda test training, all that good stuff. So we're happy to have you on our team, and welcome. So other than that, guys, make it the best day you possibly can. Let's make it the best week we can. Let's finish this month out. Let's kick some ass, all right?
Welcome aboard.
All right, good morning, everybody. So, it was a couple weeks ago when Jonathan Dawson was here, kind of like Ben was saying, it's that effort, an outstanding effort. That's what we need. We need a huge push at Subaru. We need about 6.5 cars a day, and there's a couple people that are doing really well, a couple people behind. Like Ben said, if you do a hat trick, how many people have done a hat trick? Okay, a lot of people, right? So if you sell a hat
I
trick,
don't know what a hat trick is. We sold in one day. We got a lot of new people.
okay, so 3 cars in a day, it's a hat trick. 3 delivered cars. It's possible. Some people have done 4. Some people have done 5, right? That would turn your day around, turn your month around. So that's the push. That should be your goal. Hey, how many cars can I sell today? Not, I want to sell 1 car. How many, right?
When does that start? That started Monday, right? To set up the 3-car Saturday. It starts on Monday.
It's always having your funnel full. But we're a little behind. New cars is where we need to pick it up. But Josh, great job at 20. Brian's right there at 13. Eric, second month at 9. Greg at 9. Clayton at 7. Frank part-time at 6. And Lucy was on vacation for a week. So we've got a big day lined up today. We're looking for at least 10 across the curb to get back on track and just push strong the rest of the month.
All right, guys. We're gonna have Bill come up and talk to us a little bit. I know Scott comes and gives us advice every every Saturday. Bill's just got out of sales. He's now a manager. I think some of the stuff Bill has to say might resonate a little bit. Maybe a little bit more.
Preach. Yeah, Scott, he must be bored down there because I know he sent some crazy texts to everybody about stuff, and I don't know. Sometimes when I'm sitting here during these meetings, and Scott gets talking about something, we kind of feed off one another, where I get fired up about shit, and he gets fired up, and then sometimes he gets too fired up, and everybody's like, damn, Bill, why did you say anything to him? But here's something, Scott, and I sit out here with you guys. I sold cars here. I've sold cars before. I'm not the oldest one in the room, but I'm older than a lot of you. And Scott sits up here a lot of weeks. He's preaching to you about stuff, things that if you listen would help you. And I hear people like, shit, it's the same shit. He's talking the same shit. Well, listen to the same shit. And I know sometimes he talks about the fact that he's from Southwest, West Virginia, poor as shit, which he was. And he is where he is. Do I want to own a dealership? No. He had a goal to do something. He did it. It wasn't a silver spoon. Parents didn't own shit. He worked for it. Some of you sit there and go, yeah, it's easy for you to save money and do this shit because you have a lot of money. Well, at one point he didn't have a lot of money, and I think sometimes it's easiest to distance yourself to make an excuse for why you don't want to do something because somebody has something better than you, or it was something more available than you had. Me personally, the people that work with me know I come to work and I work. I do have fun. I try to have fun, but when there's a customer showroom, it's about work because I have a goal. I have things that I want to accomplish. It's not in a dealership. I want to have the flexibility when my daughter graduates from college. I'm 55. It's a plan. If I don't want to work 12 freaking hours a day, I don't mind doing it. I like working. But if I don't want to, I'm going to have the option not to. That's a goal of mine. Hell, those of you that sit in the room and go, shit, I want to spend all my money because I never know. I could die tomorrow. I don't know. That's a possibility too. I can get to 55 and get hit by a damn truck and to be over. The positive side, I try to find a positive everything. Then my daughter would have a lot of money. And that's good for her. Going to that, I'm not trying to get long-winded. I've been thinking about this and I get so much shit in my head. It's crazy. Sometimes with her, like not saying anybody that works with me is a kid, obviously, but with her, I see things, and like your parents when you were growing up, they try to tell you stuff, and you're like, my parents they don't know shit. They don't know shit. Has anybody in the room, as you've gotten older, you look back and go, damn, they were so smart. If I just listened to what the hell they were talking about, I would have saved myself all kinds of aggravation. 2 things my mom always told me. 1, don't do things in your life that enables other people to control you. I have done those things. Multiple DUIs, divorced twice. I've been arrested, been in jail. I've done dumb shit. Do you have to have bad credit because you have divorce? No, I got excellent credit because I pay bills and I worked my ass off wherever I was. Because if you have the financial means, you can take care of your dumb shit. A lot smarter to not do the dumb shit. But don't do things where people can control you. Two, make sure you're financially well off enough. If you're in a bad situation, I think this fits more for women. My mom did have 3 daughters. Don't be in a spot where you can't go do something different because you don't have the financial means to do it. You know, abusive relationships, things like that. Things that aren't healthy for you. Don't be stuck where you are. And I know I'm getting sidetracked. My daughter, I'll see like basketball, right? She puts a damn elbow out. Drives me nuts. She's like, I know. And I get aggravated as shit about it. Listen to what I'm saying. I know more than you. You're managers. We all, as managers, we care about the salespeople. If we didn't, we wouldn't come in and work the hours we do and remind you to do things and remind you to call customers and do things. At some point, though, as salespeople, like you can only figure out the effort you're putting in. I'll go back to Birmingham. She gets all stressed out about tests. And I said, look, only you know how much effort you put in to study. At the end of the day, if it didn't shake out for you, you're the only one that can tell. Did I focus on what I was doing? Was I in my phone looking at stuff instead of reviewing the stuff I'm supposed to be doing? Same thing for any of us. There's times when I'm at work, and only you know. Like you have to just be honest with yourself. As I've gotten older, I've come to realize there's times where, looking back, like I did some dumb things, but it's okay. You can recover from it. But some of the stuff that Scott talks about and things you hear makes a lot more sense as you get older. Scott always talks about don't regret stuff. Don't get to the end and you're like, shit, what have I done? What have I accomplished? So you have an opportunity here, and I say this all the time. We're here a lot. We don't work hard. Don't get confused. Putting in time and working are two different things. You're existing at a desk versus working. You know, I used to sell wheel beer, and I joked, when I was selling cars, the heaviest thing I left is a drill. Change place. I'm not wheeling kegs up and down steps. They didn't care what time you got done. When the truck was empty is when you went home. They didn't give a shit. They adjusted your pay, rolled your percentages down to where you had to sell 10% more to make the same amount of money, or make $1,000 more than the year before. You have an opportunity here. You don't pay anything for advertising, anything for inventory. Everything's supplied to you. You just have to show up and work. You've got a computer system that you, just so everybody knows, you shouldn't rely on it to tell you who to call, because there's times where you have a customer and 4 days later hasn't, for whatever reason, hasn't prompted you to call, and then you call them up and they bought something. But at the end of the day, this checklist I think is awesome. I'm a routine person. People crack on me. Like when I wash my clothes and stuff in the closet, my shirts are in order. I wear blue on Monday, black on Tuesday, gray on Wednesday, Saturday. But you know what it does? It's organized and it's no stress. I don't have to think about what am I doing here and there. It's just the next one in line, and I roll on with my day. This thing, if you get in a habit, people know Glenn Lundy, right? They did that 67 days, and that training some of the managers we did. If you do the same thing for 67 days, it becomes easier to do it than not to do it. And I'm telling you, Harold and I started working out about a year and a half ago. And there's days I don't feel like going. But now, there's mornings when I wake up, I'm like, man, I'm not doing it. But then it's just become such a routine to where I get up in the morning. I don't even have to have the alarm. I'm up. I get dressed. It is easier to go do it than not to do it. If you're going to do a job, a career, a job just over broke, all that stuff, if you're going to do something, you have an opportunity. If you start doing things as you're young, there's people that sell a pile of cars. Like I know we get impressed. I'm not knocking anybody. I used to think when I averaged 25 cars a month that was something. Then there's bigger fish and bigger ponds, and there's things you can do that would help you sell more cars and actually take less effort to sell the cars if people are coming to you. If you don't take this thing and just wad it up and ball it up. I was just glancing at it. There's a lot of good stuff. It's the things that we all see on Facebook of people talking about and how they're successful. So if it works, why dismiss it? I mean, take a look at it. How many folks, like I say all the time, post a trade, post a used car. I don't know. I'm friends with most of you on Facebook. I don't see shit. Right? I mean, sometimes I wonder what in the world do we do for 10 hours, 11 hours, wherever we're here. We're not that busy with customers. but maximize your opportunity that you're here. If you're going to be here the time you are every Saturday, be able to enjoy your days off, be able to make a living. You don't need to be here and make $2,000 a month when you can make so much more for spending the same amount of time as the guy next to you. Just a matter of what you're willing to put in. And also don't look back and be like, man, what have I done? I've been pissing my time away. I don't know. I hit 45 and there was just something that clicked in my head. It was like a freak out thing. I was like, shit, that's the first birthday. I was like, damn, that just sounded old. You know, I know it's not that old, right, Kenny? But yeah, it's just something that hit all of a sudden one time. And it's like, shit, 45. But I'm in a better spot than I was when I was 35 or 30 or 25, growing up. You know, just guys take longer to mature, obviously. But I don't know, just day to day, just come to work. You're going to be here anyway. You just might as well maximize it. So I don't know. I didn't get too fired up today. But I just thought about it. If one person, and then some of you have come to me and said, hey, I have a question about this, or, you know, I'm not a financial wizard by any means. I'm not a stock market guy. I'm just a work your ass off, be smart with your money guy, and pay attention to where your money's going to where I like to have money saved. So when I do dumb shit, I can get myself out of it. But hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. But, yeah, I don't know. Just when Scott's up here, I just heard it. Just, you know, you don't have to agree with everything everybody says, but I think anytime someone is speaking that might know more than you, it's okay that you don't know everything. And also just there's going to be one thing from it that you can take with you. Like, shit, that makes sense to me. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Growing up playing basketball, I'm going to leave with this because I think this is good. Before basketball practice, we always had this itinerary, and this is probably why I'm routine too, but like the schedule of practice. This is what we're going to do first. There was always a quote of the day. You had to memorize it. And when you're doing your little warm-ups and you blow the whistle, everybody's sprinting to center court. And one of them was probably one that just stuck with me. God's gift to you is your potential. What you do with that potential is your gift to God, whether you're religious or not. Just think about that. We're healthy. You have the ability to go to work. There's a lot of people that can't. Some that could but don't. But a lot of people that can't, just physically are unable to. We're very fortunate in that regard that we can. We wake up every morning. We have our health. We live in a great area, great country as far as I'm concerned. A little beat up right now, but it's all good. You know, just what are you doing every day to make yourself better and improve yourself, whether it be work, relationships, kids. And I lied. I'm going to handle this one because somebody told me this years ago. I don't know if you have kids, but somebody told me a long time ago. I can't remember who it was. The same person. I think it told me you have 2 ears and one mouth. Use them accordingly. Some of y'all could definitely. I know I'm talking a whole bunch right now. But when you have customers listen more than you're talking, it'll help you sell a car. But anyway, they told me. I didn't have a child at the time. But they said, imagine if you had a kid and whatever you were doing, they're right here over your shoulder, seeing what you're doing. Would you do it? And I have failed at that at times. But as my daughter, she's almost 15 now, I think about that when I'm at my desk and I find myself, you know, just bullshitting time. I think, okay, if I'm on her ass about doing things, like, so it's like a systems check. What am I doing? I just, you know, if you're getting ready to do something stupid, it just pops in my head like, would I want my daughter to see this? And I think, I don't know, it's been helpful at times, and maybe it would, you know, that might help somebody in here if you think about things that way. Because we've all done dumb stuff. But we are fortunate to be here and do what we got to do. So let's have a hey guys day, guys.
Yeah.
I think we hit our shit quota for the year. Yeah, guys, just remember, yeah, we're heading out, but just remember, this is a process. You know, nothing's going to happen overnight. Nobody's just going to wake up and do everything on this sheet and sell 30 cars. It's a process. Just get better every day. You're going to fail, and it's okay. Just don't fail the same way over and over again. All right, guys, have a great day.
And I said shit.